In this video, we'll take a look at how you can install an edge processor node at your edge location and apply a pipeline to it. This helps you process your data before it leaves your network boundaries and then send your processed data to Splunk. Let's take a look at how we can accomplish this. First, let's go to the edge processor page from the Splunk data management homepage and add an edge processor. This will prompt you to a form. First, let's provide our edge node a name. Next, I will leave our description as it's optional. In the next field, you have the option to send your unprocessed logs to a default destination, or you can also choose to drop that data from your edge processor. In this case, I'm selecting Splunk as the default destination. This way, all the unprocessed logs land on the main index. Next, you have the option to set up mutually authenticated TLS to secure your communication between data sources and edge processor. In our case, we are using Splunk forwarders, so I'm gonna uncheck the rest of them and use no secure connection for this demo. In case you're planning on using MTLS, make sure you upload the certificate. Let's go ahead and save. Once your config has been saved, it will provide you with a shell script that you can use to install on your edge node. Let's go ahead and copy that shell script. Now, what you see on my screen is a Linux box that I'll be using to install my edge node. Let's go ahead and paste the shell script we had copied and run the script. Looks like the shell script ran successfully. Now, let's go back to our edge processor UI. Notice that the page updates automatically and the instance has a pending status, which means the installation is in progress and your edge node is trying to communicate back to the control plane. In a few seconds, this status will change to healthy once the installation is complete. Let's now go back to the edge processor page. You'll notice that the edge node has been added. Now let's create a pipeline. For this workflow, I'll be creating a pipeline to process Cisco ASA logs. I'll be using the default templates that's available in the pipeline creation process and send the processed logs to a Splunk index. Now that my pipeline is almost ready, I will also add another field called data center to identify the data that's coming from this particular edge location. Let's make sure that our pipeline is functioning properly. Now let's go ahead and save the pipeline and provide it a name with some context on what this pipeline is actually doing. Once you've saved your pipeline, it'll ask you if you want to apply the pipeline. Go ahead and click yes. Next, it'll ask you to specify the edge processor node you want to apply the pipeline to. Let's select the edge node that we had created and click save. Next, let's go back to our pipelines page and make sure the pipeline's been applied. All right, now let's verify that the data is being received properly in our Splunk index. Let's search on our index name. Looks like the logs are being populated in our index, and we also see the data center field we had added in our edge processor pipeline. Let's go back to our Splunk data management UI. Here, I wanted to highlight that each edge node provides you with a dashboard of the data flowing through the edge node. That's all for today's video. I hope you have learned something useful. Thank you so much for watching.